Waiting for the battery to load so we can start with our review. Okay, should I sit in the center frame? This is the most comfortable position I've ever been in. I have just come from watching HIT-3. Yes, baby. HIT-3. Let me just switch on the charger and get my tea. So let me just give you a background information of HIT, because I guess it's very important for everyone to know what the HIT cult. So HIT started, I guess, the first case. HIT started on HIT. The first case started in 2020. So that was when it was directed. Right? It's a Telugu language movie, and the actor is obviously Vishwak Sen. I loved, out of I guess all the three HIT movies, I think I rated HIT the first case the most. I loved the first movie. There was so much action. I thought it was very well written. I mean, it was definitely a crime thriller. Like if you were going into a movie and expecting a thrilling experience, where you see a lot of twists and turns. There's not a lot of drama, but there's not a lot of like hero elevation and all. But there's a lot of story. There's a lot of depth, and there is very good acting. Vishwak Sen did a very good job, and the story was awesome. It was great. Okay, so it was. The film was followed by a standalone sequel titled HIT, The Second Case. Obviously, Adi Vishesh is the actor in that. He did an amazing job. But it was not, when I watched it with my friends in first year of my college, and I thought it was a good movie. It did not. The first case was, it was through the roof. I loved it. Second case was like okay, like it was not great because I felt like it was a very predictable ending. It followed the template, which was very nice. I love movies which they have this certain template. Even with books like Dan Brown, he has there's this template that he follows. I don't know what the twist is going to be, but how it's going to be shown and how it's going to be represented. And so that is, I guess, HIT first, and the second case followed that template, and I loved it. The second case was also really nice. I think I liked it more because I went with my friends, but uh, I thought it was very predictable at the end, which I guess makes sense because of the template thing. But also, I don't know, there wasn't so much depth in the story as the first HIT movie. And now let us talk about the third case. Alright. So, the third case. Huh? Vijay Sethupathi, top caster. Vijay Sethupathi, was he like a producer or something? Did he write it? No. Bro, where was Vijay Sethupathi in the movie, HIT third case? I didn't see Vijay Sethupathi in it. Anyway, HIT the third case. Ow, my head hurts. It is directed by Sailesh, the same guy, Sailesh Kolanu, and Naani is the main lead. Naani. Okay, it's probably because I've just watched the movie, but Naani was so freaking hot in the movie. It was so. So let us just talk direction wise. I thought the first and second movies were better in the direction style, is what I thought. There was this one scene in third case where he kills the villain's brother. Okay, spoiler. That was a spoiler, by the way. So he kills off the brother, and there's this elevation that they have for Nani. It was not. I mean, I don't know. Like I could see the background. I didn't feel like Nani was in the center frame. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't. When I was watching that shot, Nani was not my main focus. Like I could see the background, I could see the things that were in the background, like the car, the trees, the forest. I could see all of that, and I didn't feel like Nani was in the center. I mean, he wasn't the main focus. That was not a very good direction choice, in my opinion. They could have shot it in a much better way. I feel like they could have like given him a raise. That they did, but they could have like blurred the background, or at least they could have made Nani the main focus. You know what I mean? And made him. Like you could have taken the camera a little bit closer to Nani. It would have been better. I'm going to tell you all the cons first, and I'm going to tell you the goods later on. So HIT the third case, it starts with Nani killing a guy. And we're like, oh, okay, is Nani... When I first looked at that, I was like, is Nani doing a double character? Is he, like, are there two Nanis or something? Because I did not watch the trailer. I watched the teaser, but I did not watch the trailer. And I didn't see any reviews of, like, the first show. I just went in blindly. All of my friends, we just went in blindly. And I saw it, and I was like, maybe they're doing a double role. But it was not like that. It was him. He was killing, and he was also the cop. And I thought, well, okay, are we seeing a serial killer type of dynamic? But we later find out that there is this gang that is operating on the dark web, and they recruit people into their gang only when they have 2 videos of them killing somebody else. So Nani wants to get into the gang so that he can operate better and he can take down that gang, which is obviously not the morally correct way people expect it to be. But that is what Nani chose, because Nani is not he's not trying to be morally right in that movie. He's doing what he thinks is best, and is also very uh, we see him as a very grey character throughout the movie. So that is what was I thought that was great. I felt like they were trying to convince us of whatever he was. I mean, he was doing some pretty nasty shit. Okay, like you shouldn't be treating your criminals that way because they're never gonna open up. But that is what he chose, right? And the director does a very good job of convincing. At least he convinced me that what he was doing was right. Although I found his methods very unconventional, I thought it was a very good. I thought it was okay, like whatever he was doing. So that was a good thing, I guess. And he gets into the gang and he takes them down. That's the entire story. That's the entire plot of the movie. I didn't think the story was very deep compared to the first and the second cases. There was a lot of like hero elevation that was going on. Like you could see that they were elevating Nani, but I am not complaining. Honestly, Nani deserves all of that, and I was like, wow, okay, he actually deserves all of that. And I also feel like it's a very clever move on Nani's part to be choosing a project like this, because in an age where Salar, movies like Salar and KGF, and Devara, all of these movies are getting fame, right? So they are primarily these movies focus on violence and killing each other. That is all. When I saw this movie, I was like, that's a very smart move, because people are actually liking this movie. Although we might not feel like it's a very good movie. For example, Animal. Oh my God, don't even get me started on that movie. We don't think. Not all of us think they're good movies, but there are people who are so crazy about those because of the violence, because of all that macho, masculine energy. I feel like for an actor that is not that did not come into the industry through nepotism or through I'm not saying nepotism is as in a bad way. It's not really bad. It's just a very privileged way, in my opinion. But he did not get in through nepotism, right? So I feel like for him to establish himself in the film industry, it's a very smart move for him to choose projects like these. And I totally appreciate, like, he's an actor, he's doing his job, he's trying to make money out of it, and he's trying to impress the people, the audience, and he's also doing something that is out of his comfort zone. And I think that's a very good thing on Nani's part. So yeah, that's the whole story, and that was what I found out. Like those were the cons. Did I even say any cons? So those were the cons I found out in the movie. The actress Srinidhi Shetty, I feel like you could have used her a little bit more, made her the villain or something. I don't know. I thought they were going to do that, and a part of it, as my friend mentioned, it was misleading, because they tried to mislead the audience into thinking that she was bad, but she wasn't actually bad. She was just this fucking obsessed little lover girl. That's what she was. And but I don't know, she didn't have much part. She didn't contribute to the story in any way. And I don't think anybody in the movie was contributing to the story in any way, like except for Arjun Sarkar, of course, and the villain. I feel like that's it. The police, the side characters, and nobody contributed to the story in any way. The heroine did not contribute to the story in any way. And their love track was, I didn't want to see it. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just a me problem, because I just hate watching romance movies, romance stuff. I like romance as a subgenre, but I don't know. I did not like it in this, and I don't know. Like, I've seen better movies in which Nani acted that had better romance plots, but this was definitely not. I know, I understand that this is a subgenre in the movie, so yeah, it makes sense, but like, it's a big no for me. And those were the cons that I was talking about, but the pros, it's Nani. First of all, it's Nani. I know his movies also, like, yeah, there are problematic ones, but it all depends upon the script. And of course, he's choosing the script, you might say. If you're an actor who has literally no background, you have got to choose whatever you get, and that's what he did. And I don't blame him. It's the writer's fault for creating such stupid movies. And he's also made like such great movies, like Shyam Singh Roy. That was such a great movie. I thought, yeah, the cinematography was awesome. The story was great. I just love it when the character like kind of dies. So the main character kind of dies. Yeah, I like those movies. So he is so cool in this movie. Like, I've seen Nani in very like a soft boy character kind of roles. Roles where he is very himself, is like chill, light hai, ఏముంది లైఫ్లో లైట్ తీసుకుందాం, ఏదో గాలి తిరుగుతుంది. That's the sort of thing I expected from Nani, and it suits him for some reason. I'm sorry, Nani, it's not in like a bad way. In this, he was like he was very violent. He was very I wouldn't say masculine. I don't think that's the right word for what he was. He was very confident. He had a clear vision. He had anger issues, and it was very, I don't know. It was very refreshing to see such a performance by Nani. I will not, if it's Nani, and that's why I forgave it, but if it's any other actor, I don't think I'll forgive him or her if they choose such scripts. But it's Nani, and he deserves the world. But his acting was awesome. Honestly, his acting was awesome. There were these counterparts where he was like, there was this one scene where he wears his coat and he comes out and he's like, and the villain's like, class. And villain's like, and Nani's like, ante anukunnaru andaru, ippudu chupista original. I was like, and I was, okay, and then I understood, yeah, he's exploring like roles out of his comfort zone, out of the character which people are used to seeing him in, and that was very refreshing, honestly. I'm not very excited for Paradise, but I will watch Paradise, I think, just to support Nani. Nani just choose better roles, like Jersey. Jersey was a good movie. You should choose movies like that. And Hai Nana was good too. Like, okay, sure, it was a romance movie that I liked it when I watched it in the theater, and I came home and I thought about it and I was like, but whatever. I thought Hai Nana, my sister liked Hai Nana, so people are there who like Hai Nana. Watch Hai Nana is nice. Jersey was awesome. Sham Singh Roy was awesome. And Nani is Sai Pallavi. There's this other movie. That movie. Yeah, movie. And there was at the end. Wow, that all three people. Spoilers, by the way. All Adivishesh comes. I don't think Vishwak Sen wanted to come. I don't know why, but he didn't come. But like Adivishesh comes and Max comes, bro. The dog, the hound. What I don't know what breed it is, but like it comes and I'm like, I think I shouted more for Max than for Adivishesh or for Nani, for that matter. I'm a big fan of Max. So yeah, Max comes up and Adivishesh comes up and from HIT-1, Vishwak Sen's friend comes up, and my boy Nani, he's all red, and the villain was in like black. He was all black, like he wore black clothes, and Nani was all red and he was fighting, and that was a very cool scene. I thought it was a very cool scene because everything else was like very greyish, and these two were like black and white, black and red, and they were fighting. That was cool. That was a very cool scene. And there's this one police officer. He is literally useless. Divakar, my boy, he wanted to go to that annual day function so bad. He asked for a leave. Nani, naku leave kavali. My papa annual day function undi. I want to go. And Nani's like, nene. He doesn't grant him the leave. And that guy's name is Divakar, by the way, and he's fucking useless. At the end, Nani is fighting with all this like power. He's like, oh, he's getting like a lot of bruises, scars. He's getting stabbed, and this Divakar is just standing there. He's playing with the crib. Okay, you need to see the movie. You need to watch the movie to understand this part. But like, he's literally. He's playing with the freaking crib. What are you doing, my man? I thought it was very funny. That Divakar guy was very funny. He didn't do anything except for like say Arjun Sarkar once and ask for the annual day leave and play with the crib, but he wasn't doing anything. That was very funny though. It was very funny what he did. And his eyes were like grey or something. I remember this. I don't know, for some reason his eyes were like freaking grey. So that was what I thought about HIT-3. I don't think I told anything substantial, but I had a very fun time watching Nani because he was like very hot. And the actress she was, I think they could have used her in a better way other than like the love interest, or I don't know, she just fought. I think that was the only good part in it. She fought like a lot, and that was the only good part, yeah. And then that they didn't use her much, and but then I think I gave it like a 3.5 in Letterboxd. I would definitely have given it lower if it was somebody else, but it was Nani because of his acting, because of the context that I know. I know a little bit about Nani and his cinema. I think I'm giving this film a 3.5. It's a solid 3.5. I never gave such high. I don't think I gave any movie. I don't think I gave Salar also this much. And I enjoyed Salar. Only because I was shipping the guys, Salar, Prabhas and the other guy, his best friend. I was shipping them. That's why it's a fun movie. It was a fun movie to watch for me. But yeah, that's my HIT-3 review, guys. Now I have a lot of work to do. I have a test, not a test. I have this presentation that I have to go give tomorrow, so I need to give that. But for now, bye.